can I give you a little travel tip? So we'll call it John's Travel Tips, and if it's popular we might do some more. But yeah, if you're one of these travellers whose main purpose is to go travelling to have sex with loads of different women, and that's definitely not the reason that I'm travelling, my little tip is don't ask a non-speaking English woman to sit on your face, because the words sit and shit are quite close together. But that's what makes it so exciting. So it's the night before I go back home to the UK, and I'm just getting my steps in. Thought I'd try and be a bit more sensible. I mean, that's what these vlogs are about, documenting my journey into a midlife crisis at 40 years old. But yeah, just getting my steps in. Gotta go back to the hostel, probably get a shower and pack most things away for the morning. My flight's at 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna be out quite early, I think, tomorrow. So yeah, jump to the next day, press X to miss a cutscene. Sorry mate, you didn't press X fast enough. But yeah, what I was going to say is, cutting down little side streets and things, if I were in like Barcelona or somewhere like that, it'd feel a bit dodgy. But in Innsbruck, it's like everyone you see, they're smiling. It's good vibes. This snow's getting a bit heavier, so I hope my flight doesn't end up getting cancelled. But is this normal for Austria? Can they handle the snow in terms of flying out? I hope so. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter. I've got no reason to go home. I don't have my son this weekend, so technically I could stay here another week. But in this weather, I don't think I really want to do that. Well, not so much the weather, but my lack of cold weather clothes. My only other pair of bottoms is some shorts, so it's not really any good, is it? If you watch my last video, you'll understand what I'm saying. But look, the snow's just not settling. It's quite weird, that. Anyway, as you know, because I've said about 20 fucking times, but I'm flying home tomorrow. And yeah, the next time you see me, I'll probably be on my way back to the UK. But while I'm here, what I was going to say is, if you've got any suggestions on where to travel, or if you're going somewhere, if you're a solo traveller and you're going somewhere, well, even if you're not a solo traveller but you're going to a specific country, let me know. And yeah, This is the road to nowhere. Well, it's not. It's this is the road to my hostel, but there's a road just over this side where all cars fly down, but I'm surprised I don't see any cars coming down this road. I mean, I don't really know why they've even built this road, unless this was here first before they built the other road. But yeah, if this were in UK, they'd block this road at both ends and then let it all decay until it all cracks and breaks up, and then when that happens, they decide to, oh, actually we're going to reopen this road, and then spend $500,000 repairing it for no reason. Why am I talking shit? Anyway, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry, I'm back again. But I have to record these when the thought comes into my mind. But yeah, as you may or may not know, this is my first week of officially travelling without a job, solo travelling. But yeah, we're going to speak about hostels, and it's my first week staying in hostels. But what I'm going to say is, as you may have gathered from previous videos if you've watched, yeah, I'm finding hostels a bit weird, if I'm honest. Like, I was talking about that, can't let my Barnsley accent slip out. I was talking about that Asian girl, but there's also this guy who has actually spoke to me. He's from Pakistan, but I don't really know what he does. Like, all he's done is sleep. Like, I got back to the room at like 2 o'clock this afternoon. I was back and he was sleeping, and he's the one that's snoring, that's keeping people up. But yeah, he slept like probably from 7 o'clock last night until morning. Like, a lot of people were getting up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then he disappeared from after breakfast. I don't know what he did, because he's not got any like cold weather gear. Like, I saw him go downstairs with a denim jacket on, but so I don't know what he was doing. But then, like I said, 2 o'clock, he's come back up and he's asleep. So I'm just hoping he's not like going to be awake all night, keeping people up. Like I've said, I've got an early flight tomorrow. Well, it's 10 o'clock, but I don't really know what bus it is. I might just walk to the airport again. But if I'm doing that, I need like 2 hours to get to airport. So I'm going to need to be setting off at like 6 in the morning. But yeah, just my little take on hostels. And I mean, if I'm honest, if the hotels are cheap enough, like that hotel I stayed in Sheffield, that were £30 a night. So that were, well, it was less than that. But if I could get hotels at that price, then I'd definitely stay in a hotel and have more privacy, as opposed to going back like now. I'm about to go back to the room who knows what's going to be going on. Other than nothing, everyone's just sitting in silence, which is weird, and I've talked about that before, but anyway. Yeah, let's jump forward this time to the next day, where flying back to the UK, and then I've got to plan some other trips. I was thinking, so I've spoke about this, but flights are quite expensive at the minute because kids are off from school in UK. But I was thinking of going to London. There's a capsule hotel that I'd like to try out, so we might go there. We'll see. So I'm back at the hostel. But talking about hostels, it's just occurred to me, someone could just stab me to death in the night. What the fuck? Snow is even worse this morning. But yeah, you catch me the next day just walking 7 kilometres to the airport. I've got my bag on, and yeah, I really don't know why I do this to myself, but I fly at 20 past 10, it's just gone 7:30, and if I were to wait for the bus, it'd be like really close to, I think you need to be through security an hour before, so yeah, it's one of them. Not paying for a taxi, it's like €25 for a 12-minute drive. So yeah, I better put my foot down. Don't want to miss another flight. Oh yeah, and I didn't get murdered in the night, which is the things that go through my head. I'm moving this morning. I did have a big breakfast, so that'll help fuel this hike, if you can call it a hike. More like a roadside walk. Probably goes without saying, but when I get to airport, I'm gonna have to change all my clothes, and only spare bottoms I've got is some shorts, so might look a bit weird wearing shorts in a sub-zero country, but I'm not sitting on plane with wet jeans. I need to somehow dry this coat as well before I put it in my bag. The life of a solo traveller. But yeah, better than being at work. Every day is an adventure. I'll tell you something else for free. Since I've been here in Austria, obviously I've done a lot of walking every day, but my health, the pace that I can walk, even with a heavy backpacks, like increased a lot. So it's like a couple of years ago I would have never left it this late to be going to airport, especially walking. So obviously there's still a lot of unknowns, but yeah, I've done like 2 kilometers in, what time are we on? 10 to 8, so I mean I must have only been walking 30 minutes, which is probably a slow pace, but for me it's good. But yeah, as I've probably said, I'm in a bit of a rush to get to airport, so there'll be no fucking around in this video, well, until I get to airport. Well, actually saying that, I'll only have an hour to spare, so I suppose it's a good thing, because get to airport through security, pretty much straight on plane, and then be in Manchester 2 hours later. But yeah, unless something interesting happens, I'll probably see you in airport once we've got through security. I had to take my glasses off because they're just steaming up. I don't even really know why I've got a hood up. It's not like it's going to mess my hair up, is it? But yeah, enough talking shit. I'll see you at the airport. This is what I mean about problems. My sat nav thinks I'm going a different way to what I am. And I don't have time to be fucking about this morning. Yeah, on Google Maps, when you're trying to orientate yourself and you start walking in one direction, and then it tells you to turn around and go the opposite direction. Pain in the ass. I should have just took a screenshot, and see, it was supposed to be quite straightforward, just pretty much in a straight line, and then I was making a left turn and then follow it to airport. But Google Maps has fucked me over again. That's me right about now. But I shouldn't complain. It's an adventure and it still beats work. Anyway, I've got like maybe 20 minutes of walking, and then we'll be back on that path. That path that I came on when I left the airport on, what day were it? Wednesday. And from there I know my way, so should be all good. Jesus Christ. What a morning. But yeah, back on track. Only 2 kilometres away. Should get to airport for 9 o'clock, which not too bad. So I left the hostel at like gone 7:30, and I've basically trenched through a fucking snowstorm. But look at the beauty of this place. I do like the snow, but I need the correct gear. That's the problem. Next time, bring a decent coat and waterproof trousers, which I know I should have done that to start with, but I'm used to hot climates, but this beats the horrible rain back in UK. Well, if it is raining. Prior to me quitting my job, it rained in UK every single day for 3 months, and then when I did quit my job, I went for like some little local hikes, and it were red hot. Keep hearing loud bangs. Yeah, this is the first time I've been to like a country that's like there's a lot of skiing and snowboarding, and I presume, might be wrong, but are they causing avalanches, basically controlled? I mean, I know it can't be dynamite, but some sort of explosion to cause an avalanche, to get rid of that risk of avalanche. Like I say, I've not got any experience on that, so if you know, let me know. But see me better on that side. But yeah, I don't know why you watch it. If it's because the adventures, then fair enough, but if it's to do with the fact that I'm 40 and I've quit my job to do this, I suppose I should speak about it a little bit. And yeah, basically it's day 13 or 14 I think now, where I've been off work, got no job, not earning any income right now. I'm basically living off my savings, and yeah, the whole point of it is to basically just escape the rat race, even if it's just for a little while, maybe 2 or 3 months before I start looking at getting another job. Unless YouTube starts to pay, then yeah, I'd love to go and do this indefinitely, but I highly doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, like I said, it's about regaining my health, which is giving me more confidence in life. And it's not just physical health, but mental as well. I mean, I know that's all you hear people talk about these days on YouTube, is about mental health and stuff. But it's true. It's like we're all just living in a box, just working all week, and when weekend comes we don't want to do anything because we're just too tired, too drained. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on with this walk. It's like 26 minutes away apparently, according to Google Maps, but as you know, can I trust it? Well, I can't, but I know this path leads directly back to the airport. So, yeah. Way better when you've got, what they call it, when you've got local knowledge than trusting on sat-navs, or Google Maps should I say, because you can't trust them. But yeah, if nothing else happens, I'll probably see you back at the airport. Do you want to hear a funny hostel story? So, as you know, I was staying in a hostel. It's the first time for me. And so everyone's quite quiet. They're either reading a book. They're like 6 people in this one dorm. And this guy gets up to go to the toilet, closes the door, and you just hear this massive fart, followed by him putting the shower on, and then about 2 or 3 other farts following it. And he was just doing it. He just put shower on just to cover the noise of the fart. But I suppose I'll do another health update while I'm here, while I've got this walk to the airport. But yesterday I did 30,000 steps, and I got an award on Fitbit, first time going over 30,000, but I burnt like 5,500 calories yesterday, and I'm in a calorie deficit, so I'm in a calorie deficit, so 5,000, so I burnt 5,000 calories, probably only consumed maybe 1,800 yesterday. I don't know, maybe more, because I did have a McDonald's, but other than that I only had an egg sandwich with some cheese for breakfast, because the hostel breakfasts, what you call continental breakfast, aren't they? Not like we get back in UK, full English. But yeah, so maybe it pushed 2,000 calories yesterday, and I burnt 5,000, so shit, need to go steady. I think I'll check my weight when I get home, but the thing about that is, because I'm exercising more, I'm potentially putting on a little bit of muscle mass, which is heavier than fat, so there's a possibility that I've put on weight, but I've not put on fat, I can guarantee that. But yeah, let's continue. Yeah, just this trip alone, I'm on my 3rd SD card, so I need to go steady with filming, I think. So when I get home, I've got to edit all these up, and it's going to be like 500 gig of videos to sort through. Fucking hell, I've been just rambling as I'm walking, like it's a leisurely stroll in the park. I need to crack on. I don't know if they can be quite strict in this country with getting through security, so like I said, I'm only going to have less than an hour after going through security, so I need to stop fucking about and get a riddle on. But yeah, I'm literally probably not even 15 minutes away, so I shall catch you at the airport. Shit, spoke too soon. I've just walked past airport. Well, not exactly. I've kept walking on this path that I'm on, and there should be a little side road that I've missed because of the snow. I think I see it now. But yeah, should we do a little clickbait? Am I going to miss my flight? Oh no. I best hurry up. Yeah, I were actually joking about missing my flight, but I've probably only got 30 minutes to spare. Problem is, it's this little path that I've been on. Obviously I know about it because this is the way I came when I landed in Inbrook. Inbrook, is that the word? Is that the town? But yeah, because of the snow everything looks different, but now I'm going home, it looks like it's clearing up, this snow. Just my luck. But I suppose I've had a little bit of fun in the snow. Very weird, this snow. It's different to what I'm used to back in UK, because it's like, obviously there's a lot of snow on ground, but it's not that cold. In UK, I think as soon as snow hits ground it starts to freeze, whereas this stuff, it's like quite slushy. Snowman territory. Well, I made it just in time.
Funny enough, he's got Tunisia. We're here. He's in Tunisia. Friendly to Western, it's nice. They're very quick to tell you they were Arabs. They were something very pro-Western, very pro-Western.
Well, I'm finally back, but I only just made it. I had like 10, not even 10 minutes to spare when I got to security. But yeah, we're back to this grey, horrible UK weather.
Of the 12:25 Transport for Wales service to Llandudno via Chester, Cornwall, East Didsbury, Manchester Piccadilly, Manchester Oxford Road.
Yeah, so security at Innsbruck, taking piss, took ages to get through. I got there just after 9 o'clock and I didn't realise we fly from at 10:20, but on board it said the gate closes at 9:30 and it was like 9:20 when I got to security. So yeah, only just made it. But that's another adventure ticked off. Just got to get back to Sheffield now. So yeah, unless anything else weird happens, I think this vlog's gone over like, it started yesterday evening, so I think it might end up being a long vlog, but we'll see. I might cut it down, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next adventure.
Don't forget to return your luggage.